let us continue. Anyways, you totally abjure the hell out of that idea. You're so busy abjuring you don't even notice Rose has been trying to pester you this whole time. Rose, hit John in the head with box to get his attention. You give John a swift drubbing in the noggin, but he is undeterred. That is some fit he's throwing. Perhaps you will take this spare moment to contemplate the Nana Sprite's strange tale. It may also behoove you to record your thoughts on these developments in your GameFAQs walkthrough/journal. It can be hard finding some time to update it. In fact, you're not even sure where you found the time to write what's already there. My road's mega soup. Oh, is that so, Jaspers? And just who do you think you're looking at with that smug grin? The last thing you need is sass from a dead cat. It's pretty much all his fault you're in this mess in the first place, so he can just button it. John, cookies, now. You refuse outright. This impudence is insufferable. Go get the cookies. When will you put it? When will you put it so politely? Well, when you put it so politely, how can John decline? John, you are stupid. You really need to work on your manners. Stupid, stupid, dumb. That's not a command. It's nothing. It's stupid. You're stupid. For the last time, I command you to get the cookies, boy. You're just not. It's just not gonna happen, buddy. Years in the future. But really not enough to write home about. An agitated finger slips mid-keystroke. Interesting. Oh, pardon me. Shit. I'm not reading that. Just pause it and read it for yourself. She's not finished with this yet. Jeez, cut her some slack. Maybe you could go bug someone somewhere else for a while, or at the very least, someone else. Months in the past, but not many. Oh, look, I believe that is Rose's house. It's snowing. Wow. Very good. Hi, happy birthday, Rose. Hello and thanks. Did you get John's present yet? I just opened it this very moment. What a stunning coincidence. You would ask about it now. I am stunned. Yeah, I know. What will you make with it? And who said it was something from which something else could be made? Well, John did tell me that it was what it was, duh. I suppose I'll take a stab at learning the craft. It's the least I can do in response to this subtle dig concealed in his gesture. He often tells me I need a new hobby when I make perfectly reasonable analytical remarks. Oh, but Rose, I don't think he meant anything like that by it. You see, not everybody always means the opposite of what they say, the way you and Dave always do. Maybe. His birthday is in a few months, isn't it? Yep. I finally finished a present for him. I've been working on it for years. Years? It's so hard to tell when you're joking, or if you're even capable of it. I just mailed it too, so it is sure to get there on time. Mail takes a while to get anywhere from here. I'll probably craft something with strong sentimental value. That should burn him in. That should burn. I don't think you really mean by that. I guess not. So, shall I expect a green package dropped to my house via airmail from whatever screwball cranny of the globe you're tucked into? No. Sorry, but you're the sort of hard shop. I can't read. Sorry, but you're a sort of hard shop for. Sorry, but you are a sort of hard shop for. I don't understand English. Besides, I have something for you today that I think you'll like better than something in a box. Oh, it is a tip. This is already intriguing enough to compensate for the grave scarcity of lavish gifts parachuting from the sky. Please go on. Did you have a pet a long time ago that died? Yes. Okay, well, how did you feel about your cat? Did you love him a lot? Okay, well, I didn't mention it was a cat or that it was a male. Let's pretend I'm surprised and you're embarrassed and move on. To answer your question, I would describe my feelings toward the animal as lukewarm. Um, okay, that's fine. It doesn't really matter, I think. Just what if someone told you you could play a game that would bring him back to life? If someone told me that, I would regard the remark with a great deal of skepticism. If that someone was you, on the other hand, then I would have to ask you peremptorily, is that someone you? Yes, that someone is me. I just thought you might find it interesting. So, what is this game? No, I don't know. I'm just saying is all. I think you'll hear about it later, and maybe you can talk to John and Dave about it. They're way more into that stuff than I am. I'll see what the word on the street is about it in due time. For now, I should probably order a copy of Knitting for Assholes. It should be a shame if I ran late with John's present. Dave, get Katana. You capture your katana and prepare to venture out into the apartment to retrieve Bro's copy of the game. But first, maybe, just maybe. Sound, Dave, retrieve dead bird. Dude, that bird was long gone. It probably won't last long in this heat. You don't even know what's up with this sick heat. The sun threatens to set, but won't step off. It's staring you down like the big red eye of a hot needle skipping on the grooves tracing around the earth. While lingering in midair, it seems to suspend time itself, stretching it like a warped line. It's meant to rain this season, but there ain't been a drop in sight. Even a little drizzle might help to fizzle the sizzle of such a like shit of this global king tizzle. So don't change the tizzle to diesel. I got a living room from $5,000. Waiting on the pizzle of the tizzle shizzle. G's to the Zach and my ladies. English romantic poet John Dave, exit your room. Sorry, little dude, coming through. Gotta put you down for a bit. You figure you have left him hanging long enough, though. Dave, hastily enter room with wild abandon. You barge in and see a familiar face, a friendly face. Is that Mr. T? That is Mr. T. Yo. You stand in the living room. Your bro spends most of his days here. At night, he crashes on the futon over there, and you don't see him anywhere though. There's the puppet chest he stored little Cal in when he takes him out on gigs. But when he's home, he usually leaves Cal on display somewhere, and with good reason, 'cause Cal is totally sweet, so sweet, man. Dave, pity the fool. It's your brother's Mr. T puppet, which of course is kept in the apartment with a sense of profound humorous irony. But as usual with your bro's exploits, this is no ordinary irony, or anything close to a pedestrian Tier 1 ironic gesture, which is a meager single step removed from sincerity. This is like 10 levels of irony removed from the original joke. It might have been funny like 8 years ago to joke about Mr. T and how he was sort of lame, but that was the very thing that made him awesome and badass, and that his awesomeness was also sort of the joke. But in this case, the joke is the joke. But in this case, the joke is the joke, and that degree of irony itself is also the joke, and so on. 9 years ago, then that would mean 2001 or something. Only highly adept satirical ninjas like you and your bro can appreciate stuff like this. It's cool taking stuff that other people think is funny, but you know really isn't, and making it funny again by adding strata of irony, which are utterly undetectable to the untrained eye. Also, for good measure, Mr. T is wearing a leather thong and handcuffed to a pantsless Chuck Norris puppet. God, you hope you can be as good as your bro at this someday. You'd never tell him that, though. Dave, find little Cal and give fist bumps. Cal's nowhere in sight. All you see is a bunch of your bro's weird nude puppets strewn about haphazardly. You you guess these things are sort of cool. You guess these things are kind of cool. Sort of. Dave, play a game on the Xbox. It looks like your bro was playing. It looks like your bro was playing. It's not like him to leave in the middle of some totally intense gaming. Not like him to misplace Cal either. Man, you hope the little guy's all right. Oh, there you are, dude. Didn't see her there. Well, we be chill today, Cal? Yeah, you better fucking believe we be chill. Cal is the man. Dave, resist great urge to play bro's Xbox. You fail to resist the urge. You start to ration up something uncanny brutal on your quest for mad snacks, yo, and get this way hunger under control. Shit is basically flying off the hook. It's like shit wants nothing to do with that hook. The hook is dead to that shit. But you get stuck in some poorly modeled 3D fixture or something, like railing, like a railing or a piece with a wall. You'll have to reset. Fuck this shit. How's he come up with this? Dave, give a little Cal a bro fist bump. Aw man, you almost forgot. Gotta give the C-Man some props. Bump! Dave, check out bro's sweet gear. things about Jeff Dunham. Your bro has so much sweet gear, it's hard to keep up with it all sometimes. Keep keep up with it all sometimes. Here's his computer setup. He's usually got a lot of stuff cooking on here at any given moment. Since he's not around, you might as well sneak a peep. Dave, look at your brother's computer. Your bro's computer is password protected, of course, to protect all the incredible top secret shit he's got on the burners. Of course, you know what the password is, and he knows they know it, and you're both cool with that because the password is the most awesome thing it can be. You enter the password on the desktop. You enter the password. On the desktop is a hodgepodge of unnamed folders to store all the stuff he's working on. No one can decipher his organization system but him. He also tends to use the application Complete Bullshit to keep up with a ludicrous amount of website and news feeds he monitors to stay hip with to the scene. Dave, open Complete Bullshit. My God, Complete Bullshit Content Aggregator version 4.13. Of course, this is complete bullshit. Dave, check if Sweet Bro and Hell Jeff has a sweet update. Your bro keeps up with your projects in his aggregator, but just like you keep, just like you keep up with his. He's tuned into your various blogs and of course Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff. You navigate to the latest comic in one of many bullshit feed bands. Latest comic. Bro, I got a ticket for the big game. It's sports. Dog, I am so jealous. You know I love the big game. Oh yeah. And there he goes. The big man the rock. He's driving so hard through the paint downtown. Alley oop, alley oop for the slam dunk. I love this. Dave, Dave, mouse over the orange stripe containing plush rump. Jesus. Websites in the in the mid to late 2000s, though. Just early in websites in general. Another one of your bro's many ironic websites. The difference here is he rakes in thousands of dollars a month through his enterprise. Smuppets are a multi-billion-dollar a year enterprise, and it's awfully hard to resist taking a firm squeeze from the plump udder of that cash cow. Dave, stop wasting time and look for Bros Beta. You guess you've messed around on this computer long enough. Better get a move on before it's too late for Rose, or worse yet, your bro catches you. But my God, the rumps, they're transfixing. You know this is ironic and all, but and your bro reaches echelons of irony only you could only dream of daring to fathom. But on rare occasions, when your guard is down, it all seems just a tad unsettling to you. Oh, hey, hey there, Cal. Dave, give little Cal a nervous fist bump. You're sort of starting to flip the fuck out, without losing your cool, of course. Dave, pester John to ease your nerves. Why did I read that like that? What's a dog doing? What a dog doing. Anyways.
You get Egbert on the line again and give him the lowdown on your progress. You feel it's important to keep the wires hot, but he's not answering. You wonder what that guy's up to. Hey, hey, what's up? What happened with the monster that is totally definitely in your home? Or you? Ugh. What happened with the monster that is totally definitely in your room? Did you kill it? Where are you, man? Anyway, things are cool here. Totally cool. Puppets are real awesome. No problems with them or anything. Like, just really, really awesome. Looks like Rose is finally logged in again. Didn't John say her house was burning down? You wonder if she's on fire yet or what. Dave, Bester, Rose. Oh, there you are. John said your house is burning down. Are you on fire yet or what? No. For now, I have retired to the safety of a smaller building, which is much closer to the forest fires threatening my residence. Oh well, that's a relief. John told me to get the game to help you get out of there. So I'm working on that right now. Working on it? Yeah, my bro's copy. Long story. Hey, hey, don't tell John this, but I think I might have been right about the puppets. He might have been right about the puppets. They're sort of starting to freak me out a little. You're referring to your brother's collection? I mean, get me wrong. I think it's cool, no, the semi-ironic puppet thing or whatever, or semi-ironic. Man, I don't even know. I'm just starting to think some of this shit is going a little far, and it's kind of fact up. I've seen those websites. I like them. Yeah, well, you would. Oh man, I wish little Cal wouldn't look at me like that with those dead eyes. Jesus. Sometimes I dream that he's real and he's talking to me, and I wake up in a cold sweat and basically flip the fuck out. Interesting. Oh God, why did I just tell you my dream? You're going to have a field day with that. I am currently scrawling notes furiously into one of the many psychoanalysis journals I maintain for you. Published papers forthcoming. Because it's not like either of us have anything better to do at the moment than to evaluate each other's radically debilitating pathologies. Yeah, I'm gonna get moving. Oh, have you heard from John? He's not answering me. He won't answer me either, but I am watching him. I suspect he is preoccupied with the fact that he just had a bucket of water dumped on his head by the ghost of his dead grandmother, who also happens to be dressed like a clown. Alright, I'm out. Later. Seconds in the future, but not many. Like 4 or something. John, what are you doing? Snap out of it. We ought to discuss with your what your grandmother told you. Don't you think? Fine, enjoy your stupor. I'll go about my business elsewhere. Why must she be so verbose? Rose, deploy the punch to Zynex. John, whenever you read this, you should know I put the shale you collected to use and finally deployed the punch to Zynex. It is in your study. I can only drop it though. You'll have to be the one to mess around with it and see what it does. When you're finished with your weird histrionics, maybe you could give it a try. I'm updating my walkthrough, and it would help to know what it does. Imps. Also, I should probably warn you that your house and yard are completely infested with monsters now. Try to be careful. So I can see those lousy imps. They're mucking up all my cool stuff. Oh, there you are. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I'm not sure what came over me there. I was acting really crazy for some reason, but my head feels like it's clearing up. I think I'm alright now. John, rebuild the claw hammer and return it to Specibus. You're getting way better at this sort of thing. Perfecto. John, confront Pogo right to prepare yourself for Nana. Best frame. Thank God your sanity has returned to you so you can entertain extremely rational, coherent thoughts like this one. You examine the poke rind from the bathroom window. You do not like what you see.
those sons of bitches.
Let's see, how does one control?
Use arrow keys. Go for insane combos. Very interesting. Rose, drop something heavy on the house on those imps.
Drop something heavy on one of those imps.
I did not read that correctly. Well, oh man, poor piano. Rose, my piano.
Sorry, none was to these controls at all. I was hoping to bludgeon the imp without letting go of it. Guess I can't really do that. A broken piano isn't the end of the world, though.
I guess you're right. You'll need to pick up the spoils in person. I can't interact with Grist. So that means I have to go out to the back door? Yes. Is there a problem? Well, it may sound dumb, but I was hoping to avoid Nana and her spooky ghost cookies. You're right. That does sound dumb. Can you see her in the kitchen? Yeah. What's she doing? Is she baking? You can say that. Are you sure you can't get that Grist up to me somehow? Maybe. Rose, use Pogo Right to fling Grist through window. Doesn't look like that Grist is going anywhere. You just never know with these gaming abstractions. Rose, drop Pogo Ride in John's bathroom. Get Grist. There you go. Now, why don't you check the design next? You can do that while I get to work. On what? The piano in its valiant effort has unfortunately been slain. But if it hadn't, it would have ranked in so many Boon dollars. You have no idea. So many. Rose, it's time to build. Nana said to build, so that's what I'm doing. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. But this sure is going to take a lot of wrist. Looks like you're going to be busy, John. Blah. Blah. Well, what are you building? Stairs. They are fairly expensive, actually. Oh man, I could have warned you about the stairs, Rose. Lol. I'll try recording some of the grist from the catwalk I built to Rio. It keeps happening. Good. Looks like I can get a refund for earlier allocations. I told you, Rose. I told you about the stairs. Okay, consider me fully briefed on the matter of stairs. Now, if you don't mind, it's hard to concentrate on this without immersing ourselves in Shredder's non sequitur. Did you know he thinks puppets are cool? Does he? He's so dumb. That's kind of rude, John. Rose, use build grist to construct observation tower on the roof. That is very specific. 25. Okay, you obviously don't have enough grist yet for something that ambitious, but you can get started with something of a foundation for upward construction at least. John, check cabinets for imps or useful items. No imps here, just a lot of shaving cream.
Dads love shaving. It's basically all they do when they're not baking, that is. John, bring 2 cans of shaving cream. Off goes the telescope. You catalog 2 cans of shaving cream, just in case you ever know when you'll need to bust out a hilarious shaving cream Santa beard to ratchet up your prankster's gambit. Your telescope goes flying out the window. John, ride pogo ride. It's a little cramped in here, but for any sort of proper pogoing, you'll have to grab it and hang onto it until the right moment presents itself. The towel floats back down to the rack. The circle of stupidity is complete. Perfect. Rose, check up on Nataquin. See what's cooking. That's a lot of cookies. John, make your way to the study. Angry. It looks like the imps have taken their shining to the crook shooter. Crookite and black goo everywhere. John, ride Slimer Pogo and one-up that imp. Well, okay, it's not a Slimer Pogo, but you mount it anyway and brandish your deadly armaments. John, ride your steed to victory. Perfect. This is incredibly dangerous. John, flip the fuck out. Let's see how they like their the old double barrel leather blaster. Whoops! Oh shit! Mr. John, respectfully ask that you please stand up. Don't move or the pogo gets it. Now, sir, boy, flee from this boorish rebel post haste. What is he gonna do? Nice abscond, dude. Refrigerator, level up for slaying the imp. Gamer. Cookies! The refrigerator skyrockets up the ladder to a new rung, 5-star General Electric, and earns 285 boon dollars. Things are really cooking up for this feisty appliance. Well done, John. Polite congratulations. For some reason, you feel a sense of positive reinforcement. Wherever that feeling is coming from, it sure is a welcome change from your erratic moods earlier. Now, my civil fellow, I have a well-mannered query task. I blocked the entrance to the study to give you some space to work with the designics. John, imps behind you. Should I take care of it? You trapped your PDA again, didn't you? Why did you have to pick up all that stupid shaving cream? So pointless. Rose, drop something heavy on those imps. John, might I bother you for a can opener? Lol. Oh my god. It's an unabridged Colonel Sassacres. Oblivious to the commotion behind you, suddenly you find yourself pondering the whereabouts of a can opener. You think there is probably one in the kitchen, but the path is blocked by your refrigerator. John is completely unresponsive. What the hell is that nincompoop doing? He is in the future. But let's not get totally carried away here. A studious eye darts about a page like a honeybee gathering the nectar of wisdom. Munch, 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 chew, burp, munch, 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 chew, burp, munch, 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 chew, burp. he is consuming the pages. Let me see. What is this? Co-player John assesses environment and after transition to medium, followed by Sprite Sans kernel. Prototyped once pre-hatch, completely useless in this form. Blah blah blah. I'm not gonna read that. Screw that. Sprite Power Internet Build Prototype Disconnect Nano Weirdo Designix Grist Up Steed Barbasol Bandit Really and A view of his kidnapped father's room. I can't see it here for some reason. Perhaps this is because John himself has never entered the room. Probably, I don't know. Rose construct a loft above John's room. Ladders seem to be a bit cheaper than the stairs. Very good. Fellow John, it appears we have reached an impasse. Fellow John, it appears that we have reached an impasse. Yes, it seems so. The opener dilemma remains unsettled, most unfortunately. It is unfortunate, I guess. What are we talking about again? But it has been a pleasure nonetheless. Thanks for the courtesy. It's not really necessary, but thanks anyway. Oh, but thank you. Okay. Thank you so very much, dear favorable small primate. I shall take my leave now, John. Until next time. Why do I imagine him as British? Wait, where did all the sweet loot come from? And why is there suddenly a crumpled up hat on your head? John gathered wrist, examined Designix. Feeling especially economical with your behavior, suddenly you scoop up all the wrist in the room and turn your attention to the punch Designix all in one fell swoop. The device features a countertop station design with a keyboard setup, not unlike an old-fashioned computer. There is a blinking red light and a diagram etched into a panel. Rose, answer Dave. Okay, wait, hold on. Why am I getting this stupid game for you? You're the one who should be wrist deep in puppet ass. What is the specific problem? The problem is I'm up to my goddamn neck in fucking puppet dong. You know you like the mannequin dick. Accept it. I am enrobed in chafing railing. God fucking damn puppet pelvis and obscenely long coarse Kermit cock is being dragged across my anguished face. Let's put this into perspective. You put up with a puppet prostate because you love it. Also, coarse is a good word. You don't seem to harbor any sympathy for the fact that I've burrowed deep into lively, fluffy muppet buttock. I'm whirling in the terrible cyclone at the epicenter of my own personal holocaust of twitching foam noses. It's like a fucking apocalypse of perky proboscis here. Like the proboscalypse, I guess. Are you going to start rapping about this? What? No, listen. Prong of flesh, bereft of home, found solace twixt a cleft of foam. Oh no, Jesus. Of apocalypse, your thoughts eclipse, painted pair of parted lips, that dare through kiss to stir the air, that teases tufts of orange hair, and though faces flush and lovers' fits, hands snug in plush as gloves benefit. Okay.
I love this. Okay, Dickinson, if you can shut your perfume trap for half a second. This is serious. I'm just saying. If I see one more soft, bulbous bottom being like kind of jutting out and impudent or whatever, I'm gonna fly off the handle. I'm gonna do some sort of acrobatic pirouette off the handle and win the like a medal or some shit. Then let's hope there will be a squishy derriere somewhere below the handle to break your fall. John observed back of the first visible capture log card. It's a capture code.
Bro, what? Bro, what?
You flip over. Oh dear. You flip over the top card containing your poker ride. Anytime you capture log something, a new code appears on the back of the card. You've always wondered what the code was for. Damn, these things are hard to read. But then you've never really found any reason to decipher them. Until now, perhaps? John examined the reverse side of hammer card and stripe specifics. Looks like the cards from your stripe deck have codes too. John enter capture code as seen on back of poker right card. You enter the code DQM uppercase D uppercase Q uppercase M lowercase m uppercase J uppercase L lowercase e uppercase K into the keyboard. At least you think that's what the code is. The red light switches off. A green light begins blinking. It's an insert card. Punch. Type in NZ7UN6BI. In the interest of due diligence, you enter the other code and repeat the process with that card too. Both cards are now punched with different hold patterns. John attempt to retrieve pogo from card. Oh well, that should be a simple matter of. Uh oh, it looks like it's trapped now. You don't see how you can access them anymore, or store a new item there for that matter. These cards are pretty much useless now, and the items they contain are toast. But maybe all is not lost. Recalling from your experience with a pre-punched card, you may be able to use the cards to replicate the items as in question, assuming you got the codes right. That is, John mashkeeds heedlessly. Not quite. Not quite through with your cowboy empiricism just yet. You mash the keyboard to generate your random code. You enter the designing stops after 8 characters, which appears to be the maximum length for a code. The green light goes on, signaling its readiness for a card. You figure you might as well burn the shaving cream since the product is not exactly at a premium in your household. You also figure you might as well merge the two cans into one card. You're a little sad that your dad isn't around for this. You have a feeling he would get a real kick out of the idea of duplicating more shaving cream. You punch your card with a pattern that is in no way related to the code for the item in it contains. This should make for an interesting experiment. Mad science is a lot of fun. Unfortunately, you just burned another card in the process. Your deck is really dwindling now. Maybe you should have thought this through a little better. On the plus side, you have freed up your PDA, which is overflowing with pent-up chatter of anxious pesterers. So I'm just,
John, answer your chums.
Puppets, awesome. That's really all there is to say on the matter.
Turntech Godhead changed his mood to rancorous. John, I'm about to throw a bathtub through your wall. Watch out. Wow, that was so totally unnecessary. Maybe a short. I made a shortcut upstairs. I thought it was I thought it would be a good idea to go up there and try the cards as soon as possible. Also, you weren't being terribly irresponsive. You mean these stairs? Man, look at these shitty stairs. They're so narrow. I'm supposed to climb those. They're perfectly navigable. I'm saving on grist for now. If you keep saying flows, collecting grist and expanding the cash limit, we may not need to be so economical with our resources in the future. So why didn't you just build a way up through that hole in my dad's room? Have you ever been in there? No. Exactly. Huh? I'd rather not get sidetracked. I'm more interested in further exploring the mechanics of the game than watching you discover what sort of outlandish artwork and decor your father keeps in his room. Oh, come on. What's the big deal? I'll just climb up and go right through. Will you? Yeah, why not? Are you saying you've never wondered what's in there, or why it's been kept or why it's been kept a secret from you? Well, I mean, yeah. Then trust me, you won't be going right on through. Wait, are you saying there's something like troubling in there? I don't know. What do you mean? What do you see in there? Can't see in there. But I don't. I have a very good feeling about it. Whatever. I think I can handle a few more stupid clown paintings. Rose moved punch cards to John's room. Rose drags some Quirkside dolls up to John's room. John, collect wrist, examine safe. You swoop up the bountiful supply of wrist generated by your co-player's recent exploits. From now on, it will probably go without saying you'll nab any grist lying around without making a big fuss over it. You check out the busted safe, which has made a noble sacrifice in battle. Some of your father's odds and ends have spilled out, including some old newspaper clippings and two rather hefty tomes. It's a pair. It's a fair bet that these books comprise at least half the weight of the safe. John examined family tome of humor. It's another copy of Colonel Sassler's daunting text of magical frivolity and practical japery. This one looks really old, perhaps an original printing. Could it be the same one involved with your grandmother's unfortunate accident on that fateful day? Dad would never speak a word about it, but maybe Nana wouldn't be so tight-lipped. You give it a cursory perusal. It appears to be similar to your printing, listing all the japes and chicanery you've come to know and love. You captchalogue it, thinking you may give it a closer look later. John examined contents of safe. The Fatherly Gent's Shaving Almanac. You take a look at the other book. Your dad thought this was a scintillating read, but it looks pretty boring to you. Maybe you'll crack into it someday when you're old enough to shave. Everything in this safe is obviously very important to your father. You wonder why he kept it locked away from you. Some things about him you will never understand. I can read some more. It seems he has been collecting scraps from the news over the years. These articles go back decades. The common hornographer, space rocks, knock local burbs block off.
Monday, April 13th, 1990 something. Quark facility leveled. Meteors. It seems he has been collecting scraps from the. Oh, I read that. Look at piece of paper taped to the wall. Son, if you are reading this, it means you are now strong enough to lift the safe. You are now a man. As such, you are entitled to what's inside. I know you'll take this responsibility seriously. I am so proud of you. John turned Carter over. You guess this is a combination to the safe. This is completely useless. 024913. John examined back of capsule card on floor. You guess they're all zeros, or are they all capital O's? Zeros would probably make more sense for an empty card, you think? John John capsuled the card. John enter code on back of card into the Zydex. John punch card. Wait, John, before you punch that. Oh, I was just about to say. If you first took note of the code, then removed the card from the card, you could have punched the blank one. You would have only burned one card instead of two. Oh yeah, you're right. Damn it! Throw hat down in disgust. John, capture log card. Capture log punch. Capture log card. Sweet catch. What? John, take PDA. The two card Silodex. Inventory of dumbasses. John, level up. Pesky urchin. Colonel Sasker, level up for slaying the imp. There he is. The man, the myth, the legend, Colonel Sasker. The Colonel soars to new heights on his ladder, reaching the rung one-man julep vacuum and pockets 9,550 boon dollars. Chump change for the genteel aristocratic Southern Colonel. Bathtub, level up for slaying the imp. The bathtub surges heroically and surpasses the rung Archimedes Aquacradle, proceeding directly into proceeding directly to vaunted rung Taft Jammer. The tub makes off with a cool $490. The tub's base and capacity remains unaffected. Safe. Level up for slaying the imp. The safe was slain in battle. A great flaming nautical pyre carries it off to Valhalla. John, make your way up those stairs. Post haste. You're not sure. They look pretty precarious to you. You've been assured the stairs are perfectly navigable. Lad scramble. That was goddamn stupid stairs. Oh shit. Dave, ignore Lil Cal and find the beta. You wander over to the place where your bro keeps his sweet turntable gear. Man, that had set up a suite. You feel pangs of jealousy whenever you walk by it. Really cool jealousy, though. Like the kind where instead of getting all worked up about it, you actually don't give a shit. One of your brother's rad and extremely expensive ninja swords is missing, though. You know this drill all too well. Trouble's a brewing. Dave, take expensive ninja sword. What sword? Dave, exit your bro's room. You approach the exit. There's something on your bro's door you haven't seen before. Looks like one of your bro's ironic comics he left for you to check out. What have I done? Animal, please start breathing. Oh God, please breathe. Okay,
make believe time is over. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. What will Natty do to me if she finds out? No one can ever know. I have to hide the body. But where? Think, imagination. Ah, the one time I really need you. Click. Hello, Rolf. I want to play a game. I want to play a game. I want to play a game. Some of this stuff, he's just leaving around to get under your skin. This is obviously another ploy in his relentless siege of one-upmanship to get your goat, the same goat you've been meaning to bleed, like unironically. But that will still have to wait a more. But that will still have to wait a more appropriate time. You think he knows that deep down you feel like you're still not ironic enough to get stuff like this, and this is probably some weird gauntlet he's throwing down to see if you will get it. But honestly, you think this material is just a little too ironic. You just don't need to see you just don't need to see this shit right now. Dave, go into the kitchen. No sign of bro in here either. Well, aside from the absurd quantity of awesome dangerous stuff he leaves lying around. Dave, transfer katana to strive specialist. With an escalating sense of threat, you think it's time to shift your katana to your strife specialist. You figure it's better to free up the card anyway, since you might need to grab some of this stuff. Dave, set blender to mix. You guess your bro stuck some fake blood capsules in that puppet. Pretty gross. You spot one of your bro's many webcams nearby recording the incident. It seemed you may have just been an unwitting accessory to some sort of grisly puppet's snuff film. You're not totally sure if you feel how you feel about that. I would say I'm satisfied with the amount of pages I've read up until this point. Of course, more to come.